Hello dear students, welcome back to our educational channel. If you want clear explanations, exam-focused lessons, and weekly study guides for grade 9 and grade 11 class tests, mid-exams and final exams and preparation for grade 12 entrance exams, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Your support helps us grow and create even better content. Let's learn together. 1. What separates history from legend? A. Legends are always true. B. History uses evidence and analysis. C. Legend use written sources. D. History is oral only. White heavy checkmark answer. B. History is based on evidence. Legends often use imagination. 2. Which source is not a primary source? A. Diary. B. Inscription. C. Archaeological artifact. D. Textbook. White heavy checkmark answer. D. A textbook is written later, so it is secondary. 3. The critical evaluation of historical sources is called A. Criticism. B. Excavation. C. Recording. D. Narration. White heavy checkmark answer. A source criticism checks accuracy of information. 4. Who emphasized objectivity and the use of primary sources? A. Herodotus. B. Leopold von Ranke. C. Caleb. D. Ludolf. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Ranke promoted history as it really happened. 5. A story that may include imagination is called A. History. B. Historiography. C. Story. D. Chronicle. White heavy checkmark answer. C. A story may mix fact and imagination. 6. Which best defines prehistory? A. Before written records. B. After stone tools. C. After cities. D. After agriculture. White heavy checkmark answer. A prehistory means before writing was invented. 7. A historian studying the methods of writing history focuses on A. Archaeology. B. Historiography. C. Anthropology. D. Paleontology. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Historiography studies how history is written. 8. Which is an example of a secondary source? A. Pottery. B. Painting. C. Research book. D. Skeleton. White heavy checkmark answer. C. Research books interpret primary sources. 9. Chronology means A. Focusing on kings. B. Arranging events in time order. C. Studying myths. D. Comparing cultures. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Chronology organizes events by dates. 10. Oral traditions are most useful when written records are A. Abundant. B. Absent. C. Translated. D. Misleading. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Oral history fills gaps where no writings exist. 11. A calendar that is 7-8 years behind the Gregorian calendar is A. Islamic. B. Ethiopic. C. Roman. D. Hebrew. White heavy checkmark answer. B. The Ethiopian calendar is about 7-8 years behind. 12. A timeline helps a student to A. Compare climate. B. See events in order. C. Rank leaders. D. Predict the future. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Timelines show events in sequence. 13. Which species is the earliest member of Homo? A. Homo sapiens. B. Homo erectus. C. Homo habilis. D. Homo naledi. White heavy checkmark answer. C. Homo habilis is the earliest known Homo species. 14. Where was Lucy discovered? A. Olduvai Gorge. B. Hadar. C. Kanso. D. Omo Valley. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Lucy was found at Hadar in Ethiopia. 15. Which trait is most associated with early hominids? A. Flight. B. Bipedalism. C. Swimming. D. Agriculture. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Early hominids walked on 2 legs. 16. Which hominid first controlled fire? A. Homo habilis. B. Australopithecus. C. Homo erectus. D. Neanderthal. White heavy checkmark answer. C. Homo erectus used and controlled fire. 17. A fossil with 1500 cc brain capacity belongs to A. Homo sapiens sapiens. B. Australopithecus. C. Homo habilis. D. Ardipithecus. White heavy checkmark answer. Modern humans have about 1,400–1,500 cc brains. 18. Which fossil site is famous for early modern humans? A. Gaidmata. B. Kibish. C. Cubiphora. D. Melkakuncher. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Kibish yielded early Homo sapiens fossils. 19. The Acheulean hand axe was used by A. Homo habilis. B. Homo erectus. C. Australopithecus. D. Neanderthals. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Homo erectus produced Acheulean tools. 20. The increase in cranial capacity suggests A. Declining intelligence. B. Growth in tool technology. C. Less brain use. D. Lack of adaptation. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Bigger brains support better tools and skills. 21. Pongody includes A. Humans. B. Chimpanzees and gorillas. C. Homo erectus. D. Australopithecines. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Pongody refers to great apes. 22. Alduin tools are characterized by A. Polished stone. B. Simple choppers. C. Metal edges. D. Complex handles. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Alduin tools are simple stone choppers. 23. Which species migrated out of Africa first? A. Homo habilis. B. Homo erectus. C. Neanderthal. D. Modern humans. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Homo erectus was the first to leave Africa. 24. Why is Ethiopia key in human evolution? A. It has the first cities. B. Oldest hominid fossils found there. C. Oldest writing system. D. First agriculture. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Many earliest hominid fossils were discovered here. 25. The earliest human period is the A. Mesolithic. B. Paleolithic. C. Neolithic. D. Iron Age. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Paleolithic is the oldest stone age. 26. The Neolithic Revolution introduced A. Nomadism. B. Food production. C. Firemaking. D. Storytelling. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Neolithic means shift to farming. 27. Which tool belongs to the Mesolithic? A. Hand axe. B. Microlith. C. Spear thrower. D. Iron dagger. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Mesolithic people made small microlith tools. 28. Permanent settlements emerged mainly in the A. Paleolithic. B. Neolithic. C. Iron Age. D. Bronze Age. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Farming allowed settled villages. 29. Which characteristic defines Neolithic life? A. Hunting only. B. Domestication of plants and animals. C. Fishing only. D. Total nomadism. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Neolithic equals farming and domestication. 30. The first pottery appears in the A. Paleolithic. B. Neolithic. C. Iron Age. D. Stone Age. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Pottery began with settled Neolithic life. 31. Which site is known for early stone tools in Ethiopia? A. Lalibela. B. Melkakuncher. C. Aksum. D. Gondar. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Melkakuncher is a major Paleolithic site. 32. A village with granaries and storage pits belongs to A. Paleolithic. B. Mesolithic. C. Neolithic. D. Medieval. White heavy checkmark answer. C. Storage appears with farming communities. 33. The development of surplus food led to A. Migration. B. Formation of states. C. Desertification. D. Isolation. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Surplus supported leaders, armies and states. 34. Microliths indicate A. Decline in culture. B. Advanced tool technology. C. Bronze use. D. Poor craftsmanship. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Small sharp microliths show improvement. 35. The main economic activity of Paleolithic people was A. Farming. B. Hunting and gathering. C. Livestock keeping. D. Metal smelting. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Paleolithic humans lived by hunting and gathering. 36. The most important result of agriculture was A. Decrease in population. B. Rise of permanent settlements. C. Loss of culture. D. Spread of diseases. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Farming allowed settled life. 37. Ethio-Semitic languages include A. Afar. B. Amharic. C. Somali. D. Nuer. White heavy check mark answer. B. Amharic is an Ethio-Semitic language. 38. The Oromo religion centers around A. Monasteries. B. Wakefana. C. Shrines only. D. Written scriptures. White heavy check mark answer. B. Wakefana is the Oromo traditional belief. 39. The Jedio. 40. Islam arrived in Ethiopia mainly through A. Lalibela. B. Xyloport. C. Aksumite invasion. D. Portuguese traders. White heavy check mark answer. B. Xyla was the gateway for early Islam. 41. The 9 saints came from A. Asia. B. Syria. C. Egypt. D. Persia. White heavy check mark answer. B. They came from Syria to spread Christianity. 42. The mother language of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church is A. Tigrinya. B. Amharic. C. Ge'ez. D. Ormifa. White heavy check mark answer. C. Ge'ez is the liturgical language. 43. Which group is associated with Abba Muda? A. Somali. B. Oromo. C. Afar. D. Sidama. White heavy check mark answer. B. Abba Muda is a spiritual leader of the Oromo. 45. Peaceful coexistence of Islam and Christianity in Ethiopia is due to A. Forced alliances. B. Long history of tolerance. C. Lack of religious leaders. D. Isolation. White heavy check mark answer. B. Ethiopia has a long tradition of tolerance. 46. The B'nai Israel were marginalized because of A. Political power. B. Socially stigmatized occupations. C. Language barriers. D. Conversion. White heavy check mark answer. B. They were assigned stigmatized crafts like blacksmithing. 47. Lowland East Cushitic languages include A. Afar and Somali. B. Tigrinya and Amharic. C. Ari and Benchnan. D. Eniuak and Nuer. White heavy check mark answer. A. Afar and Somali belong to Lowland East Cushitic. 48. Christianity became a state religion under A. Caleb. B. Ezana. C. Lalibela. D. Zara Yaqub. White heavy check mark answer. B. Ezana made Christianity official in Aksum. 55. The title Mukarib was used by rulers of A. Aksum. B. Damat. C. Zagwe. D. Shua. White heavy check mark answer. B. Damat rulers used the title Mukarib. 60. The growth of states was supported by A. Weak trade. B. Control of trade routes. C. Decline of agriculture. D. Isolation. White heavy check mark answer. B. Trade made leaders powerful. 61. Ancient Egyptian civilization began around A. 5000 BC. B. 3000 BC. C. 1500 BC. D. 2500 BC. White heavy check mark answer. B. Egypt unified around 3000 BC. 62. The gift of the Nile was described by A. Aristotle. B. Plato. C. Herodotus. D. Confucius. White heavy check mark answer. C. Herodotus called Egypt the gift of the Nile. 63. The first capital of Egypt after unification was A. Thebes. B. Giza. C. Memphis. D. Meroe. White heavy check mark answer. C. King Menes established Memphis. 64. The writing of the Sumerians was A. Hieroglyphics. B. Cuneiform. C. Alphabet. D. Pictograms. White heavy check mark answer. B. Sumerians invented cuneiform. 65. The largest pyramid was built for Pharaoh A. Menes. B. Hatshepsut. C. Ramses II. D. Khufu. White heavy check mark answer. D. The Great Pyramid belongs to Khufu. 66. The Indus Valley cities included A. Athens and Sparta. B. Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa. C. Babylon and Nineveh. D. Giza and Memphis. White heavy check mark answer. B. Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa were Indus cities. 67. The earliest Chinese dynasty mentioned is A. Qin. B. Zhou. C. Shang. D. Han. White heavy check mark answer. C. Shang is the earliest recorded dynasty. 68. Founder of Buddhism A. Mahavira. B. Zoroaster. C. Siddhartha Gautama. D. Confucius. White heavy checkmark answer, C. Buddhism was founded by Siddhartha. 69. The Nile contributed most to Egyptian unity because it A. was used only for irrigation. B. connected Upper and Lower Egypt. C. protected Egypt from invaders. D. produced gold. White heavy checkmark answer, B. The Nile linked regions and promoted unity. 70. A major similarity between Egypt and Kush. A. built pyramids. B. practiced monotheism. C. lacked trade routes. D. used iron early. White heavy checkmark answer, A. both built pyramids. 71. Why Mesopotamia lacked stone monuments. A. preferred wood. B. stone was scarce. C. kings feared temples. D. religion forbade monuments. White heavy checkmark answer, B. Mesopotamia had little stone, used mud bricks. 72. Confucian teaching mainly emphasizes A. military power. B. strict laws. C. moral behavior. D. wealth accumulation. White heavy checkmark answer, C. Confucius stressed ethics and good conduct. 73. The main economic activity of Egypt. A. shipbuilding. B. agriculture. C. mining. D. fishing. White heavy checkmark answer, B. Egypt depended on Nile-based farming. 74. Kush moved its capital to Meroe because the new location had A. better farmland. B. iron ore and trade routes. C. more temples. D. ocean access. White heavy checkmark answer, B. Meroe had iron and strong trade. 75. In the Varna system, viceroys were responsible for A. warfare. B. farming and trade. C. teaching. D. manual labor. White heavy checkmark answer, B. viceroys were farmers and merchants. 76. Zoroastrianism was different because it was A. polytheistic. B. atheistic. C. monotheistic. D. pyramid-based. White heavy checkmark answer, C. Zoroastrianism taught one god. 77. Irrigation canals, baked bricks and drainage systems refer to A. Egypt. B. Mesopotamia. C. Indus Valley. D. China. White heavy checkmark answer, C. Indus cities had advanced drainage. 78. A kingdom using iron weapons and siege techniques was A. Persia. B. Assyria. C. Egypt. D. Greece. White heavy checkmark answer, B. Assyria was known for military power. 79. Logographic writing is best shown in A. Greek alphabet. B. Latin alphabet. C. Chinese pictographs. D. Cyrillic alphabet. White heavy checkmark answer, C. Chinese characters represent words ideas. 80. A society teaching honesty, horse riding and archery reflects A. Egypt. B. Persia. C. China. D. Greece. White heavy checkmark answer, B. Persian culture valued honesty and horsemanship. 81. Egyptian kings were viewed as A. military generals only. B. gods on earth. C. democratic leaders. D. temporary rulers. White heavy checkmark answer, B. pharaohs were seen as divine. 82. What most caused the decline of Meroe? A. rise of Aksum. B. lack of agriculture. C. no iron resources. D. civil war. White heavy checkmark answer, A. Aksum's rise damaged Meroe's trade. 83. Civilization with base 60 numeric system. A. Egypt. B. China. C. Mesopotamia. D. Indus Valley. White heavy checkmark answer, C. Mesopotamia invented the base 60 system. 84. Best artifacts for early law systems. A. papyrus scrolls pyramids. B. Hammurabi's code plus Egyptian court records. C. silk manuscripts plus seals. D. Greek coins plus Roman statues. White heavy checkmark answer, B. These directly represent legal systems. 85. Best evidence for cultural diffusion between Egypt and Nubia. A. similar mountains. B. shared pyramid styles plus religious gods. C. hunting tools. D. pottery color. White heavy checkmark answer, B. both cultures shared pyramids and religious influence. 86. Innovation with greatest global impact. A. papyrus. B. ziggurats. C. pyramids. D. hanging gardens. White heavy checkmark answer, A. papyrus influenced writing worldwide. 87. Most important scientific contribution. A. Chinese porcelain. B. Mesopotamian astronomy and 360-degree circle. C. Persian underground tunnels. D. Kushite ironworks. White heavy checkmark answer. B. Mesopotamian astronomy shaped calendars and math. Thank you for watching. I hope today's lesson was helpful. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your classmates. Your support motivates us to keep creating more quality lessons for you. See you in the next class.